There are so many searches possible with this variant invariant variation perspective. That minor variation of you looking at a thing or a person or a document or anything. Yesterday's rain is not today's rain. Yesterday's mist is not today's mist. Yesterday's sky is not actually today's sky, though it would look almost identical. Because even when the external variant remains invariant, the looking thing is capable of variation. And the looking thing is varying anyway, at least organically. What is the end of that variation? That is called blooming. That is called satori. That is called enlightenment. Or that is something equivalent to it. We don't know what they mean by enlightenment or satori, but at a practical sense, you have to see that which is there inside you, finished. You have to identify the moment of that consciousness which is aware about all other goings in the outside as well as the inside. Being a creature of this planet Earth, when planet Earth is continuously operating in its finest correctness and completeness and fairness and elegance and flow, when every cell membrane, every cell body is doing that, is this consciousness just there to passively go through all those things most of the time? Or alertly, or with some worry or anxiety or tension, being conscious about some of the variations? What is the true positioning? What is the true balancing of the bicycle on the single-wheeled bicycle on a rope? So, any discussions? In that inevitable variation of the body, programmed by the nature process, can the mind continue its progressive variation? That is the question. To the point of satori or enlightenment, to the point of consciousness becoming conscious about consciousness itself. To know that which is undergoing all these things, including sitting there, what is that which is enabling you to sit there right now? Are you not concerned about identifying that? Of course, it's a choice. What is that finality of the I, which I have always mentioned? I don't know whether you get it. That invariantness of the you. The you feels separated from all the others, lying alone, and what is that you lying down there? Different from all the other. When you remember so many incidents in history, in your surroundings, local, global, or going on yesterday and today morning, which do not have any significant variation in your emotional content, a certain memory about your experience is able to provide a turbulence. See? That invariantness induced upon us, that I, the me, the my. What is are they really invariants? Okay, if they are invariants, what is the nature of that invariant? how it became an invariant. In that process of becoming an invariant, how it lost touch with the invariantness of everything else. Forget about other human beings. Because the invariant in that living organism is likely to be identical to the invariant of every other living organism. Not a doubt about that. Because their invariantness is that they are existing. I always think more and more about how to make this point thoroughly nailed into you. Do you get a feeling about the variant, the variation, invariant, the structure and design and setting of everything? Yeah. That's all. That's an invariant perception. Which cannot be really talked about. The real invariant just cannot be described. Like you cannot describe the cupness of a cup. Cupness of a cup meaning that variant design, setting, structure by which a cup is a cup different from another cup, different from a pencil, different from a saucer.
It can only be experienced.
Yeah, of course.
Sandarji, you asked about the invariance of a pencil.
Yeah.
I'm still thinking about it.
Right?
I'm still thinking about it.
Not clear, sir. I think it is what?
You are asking a question related with pencil.
Yeah.
Maybe 20 minutes back.
Yeah.
You asked us to find out the invariance related with pencil. But till now,
do you get a feel? Do you get a feel? Like Parvati is telling, do you get an experience? Experience meaning, not a physical experience. Do you get a certain sense about the possible, probable nature of the invariantness of a pencil? The simplest possible example.
very difficult.
Yeah. Yeah. Everything is difficult in the beginning. That doesn't matter. But you can grasp it, no doubt about that. And you can, in a way, roundabout, beat around the bush of talking about it also. Like I am doing. That invariant is the one which is giving assertion to the variance. That invariant in the human entity is giving assertion to all the variant behaviors and assertions and responses. There's a core invariant that you have to apply it in random speed in various locations. At a primary level, there's an invariant of that you in you, then invariant about a certain action, invariant about a certain interaction, which controls the variance of your dialogues and your responses and response to that person. Get the point? It is only a framework, it is not a solid formula. This variant invariant variation or principle it can be applied anywhere. Like a certain invariantness in you is enabling your sitting there. Listening to variation of thoughts and ideas and concepts. That at a physiological level, certain invariantness is maintaining all the variations in the physiological process, making the heart beat 72 times, so called, making the lungs work, making the intestine work, making the various cell membranes work, making the various other so-called systems work in total uniformity and cooperation. And the so-called death is the departure of that invariant only. So that invariant is a process. It is not a matter, because the matter is still there. My beloved great doctor is sitting there. Even after death, clinical death, the organs are still capable of functioning. That's what Western medicine is capable of doing. Of course, Ayurveda can also do. The heart is okay, the lungs are okay, intestines are okay, systems are okay. But that invariant something has left. And after some time, because that invariantness is a process, every other cell, every other organ conditions also enter into process, which is the live condition. And when that invariant process is left, the process of all other cells are stopped. Therefore, it is so-called physically, physiologically decaying also. That's all. So, invariantness of the human entity or invariantness of the entire universe is nothing but a processness. So, process. So it is not a stable material. And there is nothing stable. Stable meaning non-varying. As you all know, quantum physics is proving even the subatomic particle is constantly varying. So from that perspective, invariant is variation. In other words, invariant is process. Because the process is variation. Or in every process there is variation. Just a joke, we are all discussing these things. So let our attention constantly try to grasp this bird with the hand, that's all. Every attempt of to capture this butterfly of ideas is good, that's enough. Alright, Sarah? Let your attention catch this jumping butterfly, this tricky butterfly of the ideas which we are discussing. After all, right now it's an idea. Like Parvati is constantly telling how this idea will get translated into process experience. Some of the simple steps are already suggested as you said. Look at everything, don't just see. Live like a cat. Always with a beautiful, cool attention to the details of everything. Because everything is in process, everything is in variation. Everything is a variant, the same way the I and the you is a variant in this planet Earth. So that's all. So all these are real. This is the reality. This is the truth of the universe. From an invariant, the variant is generated. Rather, variation happening to an invariant by whatever coincidence a variant is formed, and that variant is constantly in variation towards some goal. Towards some purpose, which may be to boomerang and come back to square one, come back and become the variation itself. So invariant, variant, invariant, variant. That's our reality. That is our reality. That is our truth. That is the truth of every cell, every gland, every muscle, every blood corpuscle, every body, every entity, everything, every phenomenon. It's a variant, invariant, variation structure, design and setting. That's all. And when our perceptions or when our sensitivity engines are capable of seeing that, like a film director is able to see a situation just by looking at the script, we should be able to see this dance of variation happening everywhere, including within. And the invariant which is witnessing all these things. That much language is clear? Yeah. So we will apply variation for this session. But it is not a retardation, Sada. You just switch off.
I'm not focusing into retardation synergy. Of course, I'm focusing in progression.
I just used as an example only. Don't get so defensive. But I wonder. So do you mean to say that retardation is progression? Is retardation a progression? Can anybody progress? Can anybody grow or evolve by retardation?
That can also be possible.
Pardon me?
There can be progression.
By retardation. So that's why I am asking, what do you mean by retardation here? I am asking you, what are you talking? For me, my understanding of the word retardation, the concept retardation, and the referent retardation, and the referent reality of retardation is non-progressive. It is negative. It is away from life.
And also not every human being are...
If you look into a graph, the quadrants of a graph, retardation will be represented in a different quadrant. Means it is in a different plane. So still it is progressing in a different plane. That's it. So how do we define progress or non-progress?
If you have a point in saying again that retardation also can be progression, is that what you said?
Yeah, progression
No.
to a different plane.
Yeah, tell me what is that plane? How retardation? That's why I am asking you what is retardation. Retardation itself is against progression. Retardation is just the opposite of progression.
Retardation will be on the other plane.
What is that retardation?
Just a movement on the other plane.
Which is irrelevant to this question of progression. So you mean to say, for example, I am clarifying it the way I understand it. You mean to say that when you progress in the game of cricket, you will retard in the game of badminton. Is that what you say?
No.
Then?
In the same, we have to take the same plane, same dimensions.
Yeah, same plane, same dimension. Retardation as an English word is just the opposite of progression. Then how can they be in the same direction?
I said it will be in the opposite, different direction.
Pardon me?
It will be in a different direction.
Yeah, tell me, whatever be the direction, retardation is not progression. No doubt about that. By the word retardation. If you mean something else by retardation, that I don't know.
Yeah, I was just
Sir,
thinking that.
can I say something?
Yeah, please.
Sir, what Sarah meant by retardation was merely as an additional example of variation.
That which was clarified. It is also variation.
And it is definitely not progression.
Yeah, that's all we are saying. Retardation also is a variation. Okay?
Absolutely.
Decay of something. You keep a foot material there, day 1, day 2, day 3, day 4, day 5, it is retarding. Variation only. Finally it becomes so-called decayed and smelling rotten and all those things. Rotten, it is variation. After death moment, the body is retarding. It is variation, definitely. Non-stoppable variation.
What I mean is that not every people is actually meant for progression. That is not true. For example, only few people are getting a chance to attend religious class.
That is not a relevant example. No, no, no. That I am very sure. In my sessions, it is only top of the world people with attention and thinking power can sit to benefit out of it. No doubt about that. You read the greatest book in the world. Nowadays, I don't want to read any more books in my domain. Of course, I am not interested in chemistry, physics, engineering, mathematics and all that, which I am not at all interested. So I am again rereading Upanishads, in fact, nowadays. Very boring, in fact, because I have no curiosity. The ideas which we deal, some of them are much above the Upanishads, I am very sure. Or whatever the Upanishad rishis are not able to clarify, I can clarify, you can clarify, I am clarifying it only. Without telling you, most of the ideas, not most of the ideas, significant chunk of ideas are more or less the same in its invariantness as the contents of the great Upanishads of India, or great literature of the world, or great literature of creativity, or of Zen or Tao. This I told in the beginning. I am giving in a single shot the essence of Zen, the ultimate of Zen, the ultimate of Tao, the ultimate of Upanishads, and the ultimate of most of the Western philosophies' thought on mind, matter, and existence. I am very sure about it. I have covered all those things for this purpose only.
Sir, can I add something?
Yeah.
I would like to continue working on that retardation part mentioned by Sarah, that human life from birth to death is nothing but retarding.
I know that. Yeah. That is just a philosophical way of looking at it. In fact, even philosophers, yesterday I was reading Khalil Gibran, the great mystical poet. He openly says something very similar. From that innocence of the child, the so-called man grows up into an evil, bad entity. So you can say it is a retardation. That's only one theoretical, literal, poetical interpretation of it. It is not a retardation. A little child just cannot do what an adult does at all. It cannot write, it cannot talk, it cannot play any musical instrument, it cannot sing, it cannot do anything. But
I
Khalil
agree with
Gibran
you.
talked about innocent. Every child is considered to be a god. God phenomenon itself. From that godliness of the little baby, of course, there is it is not a retardation by the word. That is it is a deterioration. Every word has its meaning. That is the number one principle a genius himself has to follow. If you redefine an available word, just to give the definition first. Even Manirov, that is not a retardation, it is deterioration.
Absolutely.
Yeah. Every word has to be, every word is like a, even when there are bloody rules about using a pencil, there are rules about using every word. This is the condition of genius himself. Okay, Sarah?
Sir, I'd like to propose something.
Yeah.
The variation I'd like to change with evolution.
Yeah, of course.
Evolving.
The- it,
It is in a positive sense.
exactly. Positive in the sense that it is in tune with the universal process. Evidenced by
I
the
will
grass
die,
and...
but I will be evolved to death. How to put it?
No. Once again.
Sir, I'm trying to mix the retarding or whatever Sarah tried to put. I'm trying to take it into the positive side and make it evolve.
That is
From my childhood to my end, I evolve.
Then you cannot take retardation as evolution. Then what is the point? Then why the word evolution is there?
Yeah. The variation I'd like to include in evolution.
In that sense, what Swara said also is correct. Even deterioration is variation. Even death and decay is variation. Retardation also is a variation. We talk about some people, oh my God, 20 years back he was such a wonderful person, very decent, very cultured, etc. Now he is retarded. We can say so, yes. That is variation only.
But
From
we can
goodness.
also say the same person is evolved, is not retarded. He's become better.
No. If he becomes better, as just said as an example, if he has become bad than before, that is deterioration and to an element.
Right.
So look into the meaning of the word retardation. Retard. Of course, in that sense, as I said, she is correct. A piece of flesh becoming decaying also is variation, and it is retardation. But the correct word is deterioration or decay. All these things are retardation in a way. And they are all variations also. Yeah, that's what I said. Everything in this universe is, if you can identify a thing, everything is a variation. In that sense, retardation also is a variation. Now we are talking about the positive variation, what we call the evolution. From small to great, from ignorance to bliss, from incompetency to super masterness, from an ordinary man to the Superman, not the filmy Superman, from the ordinary being to what Abraham Maslow calls a fully functioning human being. That is the original possibility of variation of the invariantness given to every human being, which is not there a trace in any other creature. That's why it is told, out of all births, human birth is the greatest blessing. Then you have to think, the greatest blessing for whom? Who will take life as a blessing? Who in you should take life as a blessing? What is the you-ness of that you? What is the ultimateness of that you? Why human beings are incapable of taking life as a blessing? What is blessing for them? Okay, that's all different topic. They always be required. After all, these are all just our choice. Genius is a choice. Some people like stupid, filmy, what you call, kachra, what you call, whatever songs. Some people prefer to listen to Hindustani music. So, you have to be creative. And why should human beings be creative? To create a is equal to MC squared? No, that is for somebody else, for the world. The ultimate test of creativity is in creating a great you in you. If you use the concept of creation, or inventing a great you in you, if you use the concept of invention, or discovering that you in you. That's what creativity ultimately important for. And if every human being is creative, it is only in that sense. Almost every modern researcher in creativity across the world, they all declare that everybody is creative. I want to make some change. Of course, everybody is never creative, but everybody has the potential for creativity. And that everybody's creativity is only in the context of discovering the original self, the original you in you, the invariantness of the you. Everybody cannot be creative in medicine, in management, in philosophy, in physics, in dance, in music, and all that. Impossible. But everybody can be creative, definitely. If somebody is too far away from the requirement, he may have to invent a wonderful possibility in him. And if somebody is closer to that reality, they have to create an idol out of that available raw material. Or, if everything is clear, somebody has to simply sit down, simply be there and discover that operating invariantness in this continuity of variations. Even you may look non-varying from yesterday to today, because we need to be absolutely sensitive to our own variations. Otherwise, we will not be able to pick up the threads of a potential next level. It is very difficult. I would say you may have noticed a variation for your table the next day, but a variation in you, it is extremely difficult, because you are all the time with you. And that is a blessing provided to human being. Otherwise, let us say a child, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, in 10 years of time grows into a big body, mustache, everything, it will be very, very awkward. It happens very slowly. Then only the consciousness can manage it. For example, a female body, it will be much more clear. Or a male, at the age of 18, he goes to sleep, next morning he looks up, suddenly he sees a full beard and mustache and all that. He will be shocked to death. But it grows what you call nanosecond, nanomillimeter like that every day over a period of 5 years. Or if a female, suddenly 17 years, on the 17th year day morning, if she gets up and see a breast and buttocks and all those things, she will become mad. But it grows very gradually. Therefore she is able to adjust with that. That's why in ancient Gurukulas the enlightenment process was introduced gradually. If it is suddenly induced, definitely that person will go out of control. He will straight away become so-called branded, so-called mad, because the heavy load of that revelation is unmanageable one day. Like at the 18th birthday morning, if a girl see her full-grown body, she will be crushed. Similarly, if a person suddenly come across the full power of the engines of the entity, I am sure he will go mad. No doubt about that. This I have told you, some of the possible mad people on the road are a consequence of such things only. I have talked to at least 4 or 5 of them. Their knowledge and wisdom has shaken me. With no preparation, they can talk about anything. Similarly, that stage is an indication. For you as of now, I think ideas and responses and behaviors and ways of doing things and ways of relating with people according to the requirements must be already started happening at a higher level. But you have to be aware of that. Otherwise that invariant you will tend to remain there. Then only that inner you will be opening up to see the full glow. Okay, blow also. That glow is a blow. If not properly prepared, that glow will be a blow. So we are some truth seekers, that's all. Every mystic is a mystic because of these levels of attention and thinking and reflection. And they enjoy that. And I would say that is the ultimate enjoyment. And it's not exactly my idea also. The most popular creativity trainer in the world, Edward de Bono, his first book on creativity is named The Happiness Purpose. And he is systematically proving that happiness is the ultimate purpose of existence and it is impossible without creativity. Because it is to be created, because nobody is there giving lessons on how to do that. Even if lessons are given, it is such a very subtle terrain. Deterioration is an easy variation, Sarah. To cut a tree, you can do it in 20 minutes. But that growth of the tree took 20 years. Now, as variation of that plant to become that tree, it took 20 years. But variation of that standing tree to a fallen tree, it took only 20 minutes. That's why most people are comfortable in being unethical. They think that it is easy to kill somebody, it is easy to rape somebody, it is easy to steal somebody, it is easy to bribe. Yeah, it is easy. If so, and some of them think that it's a complex thing. If the good and intelligent person tries to become a criminal, nobody can catch him. because his creativity would not allow him to be deteriorated like that, Sarah. That's the only reason why. He can also enjoy money. He can also enjoy if somebody is giving a gift of something for sanctioning a license. He can enjoy that money, but he doesn't want to be retarded, deteriorated like that. He feels deteriorated in accepting that money. That is all. And the other person does not feel so. That is all. See how confident people walk before the TV cameras after doing a gruesome murder. Their confidence doubles. Whereas a so-called highly creative genius, we can say, does not have that level of confidence to do that. Let us say so. Because he is not ready to be retarded. He is not ready to be deteriorated to that level. With your MTech first class, first rank, Sarah, will you be able to teach class 3 students ABCD for a full year? So, something in us is constantly tempting us to go forward. That is the basic tendency of a genius himself. Maybe every other genius also. But every other genius has a purpose of a limited level, to get a Nobel Prize or to get an award for a wonderful film or to make a stage performance of a class level or to write a book or anything like that. Very finite glories. But a genius is a little bit greedy to reach the level of infinite glory. That's all. So we are a set of greedy people, Parvati. They are all very nice people. They are quite happy with whatever little understandings they have. See? That's why it is also told by rishis of India, ignorance is bliss. Their invariant condition is ignorance. Whereas our invariant mind tendency is to go forward where nobody knows. Just to go forward, go forward, go forward, go forward. Till a point of no return. And that's the point called Satori. Because when consciousness becomes conscious about consciousness, or when the consciousness gets into transparent relationship with the consciousness of the planet Earth, it is a critical moment. Because if this organic process creates the consciousness which you and I experience, the organic process in every other entity creates a corresponding consciousness there too, which you cannot know. I cannot know Vinay's consciousness. I know that he is conscious. Similarly, we cannot sense the consciousness present in the grass and the plant and the tree, because consciousness is process generated. So there is a consciousness for the entire planet, which is the sum total of the part consciousness of all other entities in this planet Earth. What is consciousness? To become sensitive to everything, to be aware about everything, that's all. And that must be there with the bird and the cat and the plant. No tree grows into another tree. Okay. Whatever be the biological reasons in search of sunlight or whatever it is. So find out the invariant in you, which is sensitive to all the variations around. How can variation be conscious about variation itself? So there is only something invariant which is aware of all the variations. Is that clear? No, that's all. Good night. Good night, Vinay.
Good night.
Good night,
Good night,
sir.
Sarah.
Thank you
Good
very
night,
much.
Anurag. Good night, Vivek. Good night,
Good night.
Parvati.
Good night.
Good night, everybody.